Hello guys, and welcome to another video by Shots. Well, if you look, you can see that today is going to be about NPCs. Now, I'm going to give you a 20-minute tutorial on how to spawn an NPC into your server and how to bring him in with loot and a sea chest. So, as you can see, I've won about 5 NPCs. I've got one just outside the trader's front doors as well. But there she is. So each NPC has different loot, and this is Mr. Medic. So yeah, let's teach you how to spawn an NPC in 20 minutes. I hope you enjoy.
Right, welcome. Today, as I'm pretty sure you guessed, it's going to be about spawning NPCs fully geared. They're holding a sea chest and made very easy and very simple. First, I'd just like to say, please come and join our modern community. It's absolutely brilliant. It's got over 2,000 members and everyone is extremely helpful. You can find all the files that I share within this community and many more files from a lot more members. We have XML veterans, we have quite a lot of information within this Discord, and we would love it if you would pop in. So yeah, let's get to it. Well, this video, as you seen at the start, is about NPCs. Now I have spawned, I know they said spawn because I was reading that. I have put together a little file on how to create the event spawn, and attach your items to the event. So we shall get to it. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get hold of this file. So you may want to join our Discord. Please feel free to do so. DayZ Modern Community for Console Hub, absolutely brilliant place. So let's crack on. So little note for you, this event I am working with the item class name Survivor. I don't know how to pronounce the name, so I'm not going to try. But this is the one we're working with. Arena, we're just going to call it Arena. So this is the file that we're working with, and this is the name that we're going to be placing into our file. So what you want to do is you want to download 3 files. You want to go into your DB folder and you want to download events.xml. You then want to go and download your CFG event spawns.xml and your CFG spawnable types.xml. Right, once you've got all 3 of them downloaded, you then want to make a copy of all 3 files and then use the copies to edit. Just in case you make a mistake, you can always revert back to your changes before you made the mistake. But with this guide, you should not make any errors at all. So first of all, you want to download 3 folders above. Yes, so we've already discussed which folders we want you to download. Once you've downloaded the folders, you're going to want to open all 3 of them folders inside Notepad++. So you want to open them from left to right in this order, because we're going to be working from left to right. So you're going to want to open it in event, then you're going to want to open event spawns, and then you're going to want to open spawnable types. So you're going to be working from the left to the right. So starting with events. So we're going to want to now open up my other notepad, and as you can see I have events, event spawns and spawnable types from left to right. So we're going to be starting with this one. So this is the NPC you've seen in the video at the beginning, the one that had the pink armband, and we are going to place another new NPC in. So what we're going to do is we're going to scroll down to here and we're going to read this information. So we're going to remember, this is very important. This name needs to be the exact same name. Like, look at this, item body test run 1. It needs to be the exact same name in the second file that you'll be working in, item body test run 1. So this is very important you don't get this mixed up. Right, so let's get back to it. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to create your name. So you can create this name whatever you like. So first things first, you're going to want to call this, we'll call this test run 2, and we will then go and copy it. We will go to the top of the file and we'll create an entry, and then we will paste that event there. So we've now got event item body test run 2. I'm now going to want to switch that file on, and as I mentioned at the beginning, the item name we're working with was Survivor F Arena, so that's where you would place the item name. It's already placed in my file, I do believe so, because I didn't put it in there. So yes, so once you've placed this into here, all you need to do is make sure everything lines up and make sure you have turned it to active, and that is it for this folder you have done for this file. So what you want to do is you want to save this file, and then you want to move along to your next file. So what you want to do is you want to scroll down to the next part of the notes. So you then want to save this file and go to eventspawns.xml, which is this file here. So change the x's in the event name to the same as the event in events.xml. So you want to get item body test run 2, and you want to place that on a new event here. So we'll place that there for now, and we're now going to copy this and we're going to create a new entry and paste that there. We're now going to take our name and we're going to place it in. So we now have our item body test run 2 and item body test run 2. So now this is almost done. All you need to do now is get your coordinates, which I'd like to make notes before any work I do. So I already have the coordinates written down for where I want my event to spawn. So I'm just going to copy that. I'm going to place down there. Just going to copy that and paste that like that. And note the way I've kept everything all lined up. Everything stays all lined up. You don't want any, like, you do not want to have anything like this. You want to make sure everything's completely lined up straight. So that is now the second folder done. So you've now made your event. Your event is now active. You've made your event spawn point of where your event will spawn, which mine is Northeast Airfield for my traders. And you've saved both of these files. So now you can close both of these files because you're only going to be working with one more file. So now what you want to do is you want to go down to the next part on my list, which would be this. Now it says here, save the file and go to spawnable types. So you want to be saving the event spawns file and then move along to spawnable types, then copy and paste the following item class name. So you want to be pasting that there, and then you want to be getting the name that you named in your event, and you want to paste that here. So now what you're telling the spawnable types to do is you're telling it to spawn this character under the event, under the coordinates that you've placed, and this is the loot that you want to add to the character. So what you would do is you would go to wherever you keep your list. I have a nice put together list, very easy to use, and you would simply select the items you want to paste and you would place them onto your NPC. I always like to place a sea chest in my NPC's hands somewhere far up the list, and that way you can get more loot. I don't think it'd matter where on the list you'd spawn it, but I like to keep it near the top, and that is that. So if you wanted to put a helmet on, you'd do the same. You'd run out of spaces. So what you would do is you would copy that, you would paste it a couple of times, and you would keep on continuing to add loot, making sure all the time everything is lined up perfectly. Right, but now I put this one together before I started the video, and I will now put it into my file. So I will now completely take out this file, and once again ensuring that the whole file is all lined up and in the correct place. Now the best way to check if your files, your type tags are in the right place is to copy another one, if you've got a long list this is, and just plain and simple replace that area, and as you can see that's perfect. So now that is our event that's going to be spawned in, and it is going to have an orange armband, it's going to have a fair improvised bag, it's going to have a niche helmet, which is the tactical helmet, a high capacity vest, it's also going to hold a sea chest in its hand, and it is going to have all of the above items. A lot of landmines. So yes, so next part is to save that file. Now once you've saved them files, you're all done. All you've got to do now, we'll keep that for now. All you've got to do now is you need to go to this website. Oh, my computer's being a bit slow. Validate all of the files that you've just been working with. For example, spawnable type. Oh, that's what. There we go. So you want to validate your file, and as you can see, it's come back with 0 errors. Right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to open up our Metrado. And we're going to delete event spawns, and we're going to delete spawnable types. And then going to go down and we're going to press upload, and we're going to hold down alt, and we're going to select spawnable types and event spawns, and we're going to press open. This will now load both of them files into the server, as you can see. So what you now want to do is you want to revert them back to their original file name. Every time you change the file's name, it will refresh. So with that one, just sneak off to there it goes. So event spawns. And one more file. See, everything looks okay. You want to open up DB. And you want to delete events. You want to upload a new file. And you want to select on events, and you want to upload the new events file.
Right, well, we're now back in the game, and there's our first two NPCs, but let's skip forward. This is the NPC we've just made. As you can see, it's got its orange armband, it's holding a sea chest, and I forgot to put some bullets in my gun, but we'll get to that now. And as you will see, I may open up the inventory. It's got exactly what I placed in it. Probably a little bit less than what I placed in it because I think I maxed it out. But yeah, that's how easy it is to spawn in an NPC full of gear, and to do it very simply with a nice easy guide. And I hope this helps quite a lot of server members. So I'm just gonna show you down here. When we run down here, we've got the other NPCs. This one's not really got much gear on him, so skip past him. I do have a big green mountain tower and a load of military little towers, but they do take a while to load in. That's my traders, and as you see, we shoot this NPC and it's full of building supplies. So yes, how to learn how to spawn NPCs with loot in 20 minutes. Good night.